Hello, today I'm filming from an alternate location due to the extreme heat, but I wanted to talk today about Catholic news agency's attack on Taylor Marshall and Archbishop Vigano. So Catholic News Agency released an article criticizing Taylor Marshall and Vigano. The article referenced anonymous sources from inside the White House who said they were concerned that Trump was elevating controversial Catholic figures. Now, if you will recall, Trump tweeted out Taylor Marshall and Vigano. Trump has been heavily criticized by bishops in the United States, including Archbishop Gregory of Washington. Now, the writer of this article was Ed Condon. A few years ago, he wrote an article praising Cardinal Wuerl. The article amounted to him saying, let's forget about Cardinal Wuerl's cover-up of the scandals, and let's remember all the good things he did. And you can do that with anyone. You can say, let's remember the good things that Cardinal McCarrick did, or let's remember the good things that Joseph Stalin did. But in reality, we don't do that, because what happened. Cardinal Wuerl covered up McCarrick's assaults. Meanwhile, the Catholic News Agency editor J.D. Flynn has criticized Taylor Marshall extensively in the past. J.D. Flynn has gone on Twitter and he shared a book review of Taylor Marshall's Infiltration. The book review was written by Jeff Myris of Christendom College, and Myris basically attacked Taylor Marshall's character. J.D. Flynn said he supports it even though he didn't even read the book. So he was endorsing a book review for a book that he himself had never read. Now, a quote from the article is, Taylor Marshall has recently been associated with the Traditionalist Priestly Society of St. Pius X, who are in irregular communion with the Catholic Church. Now, this is a misleading statement from Catholic News Agency because Taylor Marshall only went to the SSPX masses for a few weeks while the bishops declared themselves non-essential and shut down public masses. But this reminded me of an article that I read on AKA Catholic that said CNA was funded by Opus Dei. Now, I'm not going to get into too much about Opus Dei, but just know that Opus Dei hates the SSPX. But the fact that CNA would mention this, the SSPX, certainly raises a lot of questions about who is influencing them and what their real motivation is behind this attack. Catholic News Agency has close access to bishops. In order for them to maintain their close relationships, Catholic News Agency needs to occasionally do the bishops a favor. And over the past year, Taylor Marshall's YouTube subscribers have more than doubled. He's now over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. Vigano has also extensively been criticizing Vatican II. The bishops have been losing control of the narrative, and I think the recent shutdown of the churches has caused confidence in the bishops to completely erode. I mean, whatever little confidence that the laity had in the bishops has completely eroded at this point. I think the bishops are grasping for anything they can find. Catholic News Agency is trying to help out the bishops, and I think they're fighting a losing battle. They're fighting against a growing traditionalist group. We see the errors of Vatican II, and we see the tradition that has been basically hidden from us our whole lives, at least in my case. And many of us are realizing we have been ripped off. The richness of Catholic tradition has been buried away, and we were told, oh, well, this is a new church, this is a new Pentecost. If we sing these guitar hymns, we're going to be praising God. But this really boils down to the fact that this is incredibly irresponsible journalism by Catholic News Agency. They didn't bother reaching out to Taylor Marshall or Vigano for comment. They just went by what some anonymous sources said, and they tried to make it fit their narrative, and now they're going to face some blowback from the angry laity. Catholic News Agency is a subsidiary of EWTN. This isn't an organization that Mother Angelica would have had in mind. This is an embarrassment to Catholic News Agency, J.D. Flynn, Ed Condon, and anyone who writes for the Catholic News Agency or supports them, as CNA has allowed their personal biases to get in the way of objective journalism.